Waggle the sound doctrine with my most precarious camera mounting yet, sitting on a Polymoog. One leg on the keys, couple there, and the Jupiter 4 is kind of giving it minimal room to set, so hopefully it won't tip over in the middle of things. This is the Fender Chroma Polaris, one of my favorite analog machines to take out because it can do some kind of trick things for performance. Let's start by, well, you know, the ARP engineers actually built this thing. They got bought along with, hired with the deal of the buyout. Fender bought out ARP for some menial amount, $50,000 I think, in the late 70s. And they finished the project they were working on, which was the Chroma, which became the first computer-controlled keyboard. Had a DB25 port and back, like a printer port type thing, you know, on a PC. And it could interface with an Apple II, and some software could turn notes on and off on the machine, of course. And so anyway, here we have a machine that has both that and MIDI. Nothing special there, right? Well, it's kind of a cool warm sound, but let's do the pedal. Let's hit the pedal. See, two things there. When I hit the pedal, it goes into a monophonic stack because I've selected the glide above 0. If the glide is 0, it won't do that, but if the glide is above 0, it will give you a little pedal, it'll initiate a portamento, and it'll let you control the portamento with the pedal rather than having it all the time. And you notice as I move this thing, and if I let it on there, if I keep the pedal on, it'll just hold whatever position this thing was in. I can move that around all day because I'm not touching the key anymore. Now you can hit the bend lever range, and you can make it so that it either does this, only moves the note you're currently on, or you can make it so it moves all the notes. I'm failing to get it latched. Anyway, that's the point. That one's fading too quick. Okay. So, you move it down here. Mine, for some reason, goes a little bit above an octave, and I don't know if that's deliberate. But anyway, so here's a fifth overtone sound. You can hit transpose on either of the oscillators. It's a 2-oscillator, 6-voice synthesizer. And you can actually pick a note on the fly. With that, just go dink, bink, hit a note, and it will make that the center tune for that oscillator. But this one's got a 5th selection. So you can do all kinds of cool stuff by modulating the pedal, glide mode, and the sound range on this thing is quite phenomenal for an analog. It does all kinds of neat little things. Nice broad and muted kind of things. I don't know how it sounds through the camera's mic, but some of the piano sounds, they're, you know, not piano sounding, but they have a lot of life to them. They're very, very cool. It's a velocity sensitive keyboard. This one, just you have a touch sensitivity on the amplitude envelope. You can also set a touch sensitivity on the filter envelope, and all kinds of cool options. The thing also has a cool ring modulator, and you can smoothly drop right into a similar patch that has the ring modulator, and it really is pretty cool, some of the stuff you can do with this machine. It's got a pedal, which I've got some of the stuff set up, and this pedal's been making noise. Pardon it, but let's see. Like here, I'm modulating the LFO speed with the pedal on that one. It has various options for pedal modulation there, and pretty flexible machine for that one. Pretty fun stuff. So that's the Chroma Polaris. I could just go on all day with this one. It's just got some, again, the pedal modulating the LFO and some cool organ sounds. Got those for volume instead of LFO on them. J6 is nice. And so anyway, yeah, there's just a lot of cool stuff you can do with it. It's only an ADR instead of an ADSR on the amplitude envelope. ADSR and an extra sustain decay on the filter envelope, which adds some more flexibility. And the sweet modulation, envelope depth, keyboard track there, and resonance. One thing about this thing, this is an 8-position switch. It looks like a slider. You can count 8 different increments in there because the resolution, they just didn't see any reason to have it higher than that, I guess. Bad thing is, it's if you happen to be at high resonance and you move it in the performance, it just bam knocks it right into speaker blowing, resonance. Sometimes you have the cutoff set right. So that's something to watch for. It's got a little sequencer. I've never used it. It's got a link feature. Don't use that much, but it is a very cool machine. It's like a little HP calculator, your MIDI channel, it lights up lights and you have to count them and add them up. It's like some ancient, technology in that way, but it works. You just figure it out and you write yourself a little card that has all the funky functions on it and you get by with it. These things are notorious for breaking the panels on them. If you get one cheap and need that fixed, look me up. I have fixed several of them successfully. I'm 100% so far. So, but I hate to see these things go to waste. They're just a cool machine, and so don't wreck them by trying to experiment with them. All right, Bob Weigel, the Sound Doctrine, signing off.